The Dragon Queen returns home, and more. This is the Game of Thrones Breakdown. Hi, how are you? It's great to see you. I'm RazMansReality, here to alter your reality on film, TV, and comics with unbiased reviews and discussion. So if this is your first time here and you share in that passion with me, then please hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification icon so that you don't miss anything. Elephant in the room, I am aware, of course, that this is a day late, but if you weren't aware, because you're not a creator and just a viewer of videos, there were a lot of technical issues with YouTube yesterday which prevented most people, including myself, from being able to upload. As always is the case with all of my breakdowns, careful for spoilers if you're not caught up on the subject at hand, in this case of course being Game of Thrones. And as always, let me know what your favorite part of this week's episode was. Also, if you are a subscriber to the channel, let me know your opinion of the new style that I'm rocking here today. I think it's a good balance of letting you guys see the information that you're here to see, but also still having myself be a part of the video. So let me know if you like it as well. We see what appears to be Walter Frey in the opening, addressing the Frey family at a feast, only to, of course, have it be revealed that it's actually Arya. Full-on reverse red wedding. She just takes everybody down with the poisonous wine. You can see her walking through here going, yeah, I did that. I'm awesome. I'm a bad butt. That was very, very cool to see that reverse red wedding cold open for the show. We see the Night King coming out of the winter storm here, which sort of clarifies what his powers actually are. Yeah, he can manifest things out of the winter storm, but he more or less takes advantage of the elements around him, so very, very cool clarification here. And this, of course, is foreshadowing to Bran arriving at Castle Black. He gets the whole, who the heck are you? I'm so confused speech, only to utilize his three-eyed raven power to tell the leader of the Night's Watch, whose name is escaping me at the moment, but the one that Jon appointed last season, and give him a whole speech about his past and what he's done. And he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you inside here. Clearly you have some huge information that are gonna be vitally important in my future. So pretty cool. We then go to the north and we see tension between Jon and Sansa, because Sansa is trying to tell Jon two things. She's trying to tell him that he shouldn't have allowed the families, the houses that pledged their allegiance to the Boltons to once again side with the Starks, but Jon is very matter of fact, and he knows that they need all the bodies they can get in order to win this battle. So he tells Sansa that she's worried about the wrong things by far here in this situation. And then Sansa in this scene here is trying to remind Jon of the threat of Cersei, because Cersei sent a threatening letter to them. She's like, I know Cersei, you might be the war general, but I know Cersei, and I know that once you're her enemy, she will do whatever she has to do to stop you. She won't give up on thinking that you're in the wrong by her. So Jon feels like Sansa's questioning him, and Sansa feels like Jon isn't listening to her counsel and trying to remind him what happened to the other members of their family who didn't listen to counsel. So Sansa clearly feels as though she has the right to more say-so in the north, so we'll have to wait and see if that creates any overall lasting tension, or if it's just something that is there in the beginning of the season. As the show always so beautifully does, we see the parallel from the other side that was set up. Jaime here is on the giant map of Westeros with Cersei, warning Cersei that she isn't as in control as she thinks. She's not governing as many of the Seven Kingdoms as she thinks. That there's big threats coming, and they need more allies. They need a bigger army. They need to be able to be prepared for this battle that comes. So Cersei, as always, is one step ahead of everyone, because here comes Euron Greyjoy and his fleet of ships arriving on King's Landing. Jaime doesn't like this at all. He doesn't trust him at all. He flat out tells Cersei he's a slimeball, but Cersei, as always, knows how to play the game. Euron confirms what Cersei knew, which was that he has come to wed her. He wants a queen by his side. He wants to form an alliance. Cersei flat out tells him, I don't trust you, Euron. All you do is murder those who get in your way. And Euron says, that's always the best thing to do. But of course I have to earn your trust, so I will bring back you a gift. Obviously foreshadowing that he is going to murder those in Dorne who took away Cersei's daughter from her. Arya has begun to make her way further north as she is trying to obtain her goal of killing Cersei. And she runs into these group of soldiers who don't take her seriously. They clearly think she's just a little girl, and she's already assessing them and already assessing their weapons and their stock. So very clearly she's just going to murder the crap out of all of them, saying, yeah, you should never underestimate me. This was also the cameo by Ed Sheeran, so that was pretty cool. The Hound Clegane is shown a horrible vision from the Lord of Light, and slowly is starting to believe in the fire god. Of course, he's not religious at all and thinks that all religion is mumbo jumbo, but whatever he sees here is a tremendous horror for him. So he's slowly starting to think maybe there is something to the Red God after all. We then go back to Winterfell, and you see Brienne here warning Sansa about Littlefinger. She's like, he clearly wants something. Sansa's like, don't worry about it. I know exactly what he wants. Sam and Tilly in the Citadel. Sam's scenes in the Citadel were very, very cool in this episode. You see the struggle that he has to be taken seriously by the Maesters. We see him cleaning up the crap and sort of alluding to the fact that the soup actually was made in the same bowls as the crap, but I don't think that's actually the case. But it was nice sort of camera trickery just to sort of make you feel like Sam is really suffering here. We meet Jim Broadbent's character, who is just being called Archmaester, so his character name hasn't been revealed yet, but he's obviously going to be a very strong character, as he is the one person who really seems to believe that Sam has seen the White Walkers and seen the army of the dead. And in this scene that we're looking at here, Tilly has found information on the dragon glass at Dragonstone. So Sam is immediately like, Jon has to know what's going on. So he starts to write Jon a letter. Sam then runs into Ser Jorah here. I love the full-on grayscale Ser Jorah, very scary, very freaky, and of course, who is he asking about? But has she arrived yet? Has she come yet? Who? The Dragon Queen, Daenerys Stormborn, which of course is the foreshadow to the fact that Dany has finally arrived home in Dragonstone. We see her with her hand in the sand here, just really taking in the moment that it's finally come. She's finally home where she knows she belongs. We see her looking at her dragon throne here, and the throne where, of course, her family had sat before her, and Tyrion and the others being very respectful and very quiet in this moment because they know the huge deal that this is for Daenerys, and the fact that she is here in this throne room, especially for Tyrion to be deadly silent and allowing Daenerys this time, was very, very telling. But of course, Dany is who she is, very, very serious and ready for what's to come at all times, is in the battle room here, the war room with Tyrion. Shall we begin? And that is how the episode comes to a close. So overall, a great episode and a great foreshadowing of an amazing season to come. If you want more unbiased reviews and discussion, then hit the round subscribe icon down below and you will continue to have your reality altered. And as always, this has been your RazMansReality Check.